We start by bowing in, by pulling down the heavens. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And one last time, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so we start by shake the 9 gates. You start by shaking your hands. This is to open up all the major joints in your body. And then you start bouncing. Now your hands shake because your body's bouncing. You want to go up on your heels and then drop down. You want to lift your rib cage off your organs. Okay, so this is sending little shock waves through your body, breaking up all the adhesions in your muscles and in your internal organs, which tend to stick together when you sit at your computer too long. So you're just loose, just bouncing. This is opening up all the energy portals in your body. Okay, and then throw all the energy out to your fingertips. Okay. The next one we do is called Dragon Shakes Its Whiskers. So you start out by going back and forth. Your chin follows your shoulders. You're warming up your spine and you're stretching, once again, your meridians. Okay, so then as you go, your hands hit against your body. That's waking up your internal organs. And then if you have enough flexibility, you try to pick a point behind you. And you look at that point, and you try to focus on that point each time you turn. It's like building up your visualization and your control and your focus. Even though it's simple, a lot of stuff's going on. Okay, we'll do a few more. Your hands are loose, twisting. Okay, and our third one is you reach for the wall, you reach for the ceiling, and then you reach for the opposite wall. Okay, so this is stretching your meridians, getting any kinks out of them. So you're going to breathe in, breathe out. Okay, keep going. Someone else needs to get in. We're still going, so you're reaching. You don't want to turn your shoulders. It's as if you're up against the wall, and your shoulders, your head, and your elbow are staying against the wall because you're trying to do, this is crescent pose. So you're trying to stretch. One side squeezes your organs, the other side stretches. Once again, you're trying to break up the adhesions. Okay, and then one more time. Okay, there. Now we're going to start the 8 brocades. So the first one is 2 hands press the heavens. So you're going to hook your hands together. They're going to come up above your head. If you have shoulder problems, just go as far as you can. Otherwise, you want to go straight up. So you're going to breathe in, go up on your toes, press the heavens, come back down. Now you do the same thing. You go up, but then when you come down, you're going to lean to the side. Once again, you want to keep your shoulders as if you were up against the wall. So you don't want to twist your body. You're warming up your spine. Lean the other way. Now you're going to go up. And this time when you breathe out, you're going to look behind. Come back to the center. Breathe in. Breathe out and look behind. And then we're going to come back down and bring your hands down. So that was one set. So breathe in. Breathe out. 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 And then come back down. So we'll do one more. This is, once again, stretching your spine. You're turning your head when you turn. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. This is getting the kinks out of your meridians, also massaging your internal organs. It's Peggy's telephone went off. She gets one of the $50 fines. She'll pay it later. Breathe in, breathe out, turn back. And breathe in, breathe out, turn back. Come back and go down. So that's the first one. That's number 1 of the 8. That's 2 hands press the heavens. Number 2, it's going to be you're holding a ball of chi. You're going to turn it over, and then you press the hand that goes up, both hands pulling back so the hands are flat, but one is pressing the heaven, the other one's going down. It's called split the heaven and the earth. The other one's going toward the earth. Fingers pointing toward you. The one on top, the fingers are going the same direction as your shoulders, and you're going to turn over. Then breathe out. Okay, so we're going to do 3 of those. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, stretching. Once again, these are straightening out your meridians and letting energy flow more through your body. Press up, press down, switch, press up, press down, and then breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now there's a variant of this. You breathe in, when you breathe out, your hands go down your hamstring and you turn. So breathe in, breathe out. Both hands are still reaching. Breathe in, breathe out. Look behind, turn your head. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, that's number 2. That's splitting the heaven and the earth. Number 3 is King removes his helmet. So what you're going to do is I'm going to put my left hand behind me. I'm going to look toward my left shoulder. My right hand's going to come over and touch my ear. And then when I breathe in, I'm pulling back my elbow. And then when I breathe out, I switch hands. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, pull your elbow back. Breathe out. You gently turn your head a little bit more. We're trying to loosen up the neck, but we don't want to hurt the neck. It's very tender. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now this one has 2 variants. So now you're going to breathe in. When you breathe in, you look at the floor. And when you breathe out, you look at the ceiling. Breathe in, looking at the floor. Breathe out, look at the ceiling. Okay, so look at the floor. Look at the ceiling. Look at the floor. Look at the ceiling. Okay, and there's one more variant of this, which is when you breathe in, you're going to look behind you as far as you can without hurting your neck. You breathe out, you switch. Breathe in, look behind. Breathe out, switch. Breathe in. Don't forget you're pulling your elbows back. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We'll do one more. So breathe out, breathe in. Look behind. Breathe out, switch. So you're in the middle again. And then breathe in. Look behind. Okay, the back to the center. So that's number 3 of the 8. That's King removes his helmet. Okay, the next one is called Gather the Sun and Press the Earth. So what we're doing is we're here. We're going to come up, going to slightly put our head back. We want our hearts to be exposed to the sky. We're breathing in, gathering energy from the heaven. Our hands are coming around. As you pull your hands back, you rub against your ribs. That's a meridian there that you're activating. Then you come back and you're supporting your kidneys. You lean down. As you lean down, you look forward, and then when you breathe out, you're going to slide your hands down the back of your legs, and you're going to reach for the earth. Then you're going to breathe in. When you breathe out, you bend your knees slightly. You come up one vertebrae at a time, and hands back. Okay, so if you have high blood pressure or you get vertigo, your head shouldn't go below your sternum. So you should keep your head up, and then you can just, rub from here rather than going all the way down and then, passing out as you're coming back up. So here we go. So we're going to breathe in. Keep breathing in. Scrub your ribs. Your hands are on your kidneys. Now you breathe out. You rub the back of your legs, and you reach for the floor. Now you breathe in once. Now you bend your knees, and you come up one vertebrae at a time, and you're back here. So then we're going to breathe in. Scrub your ribs, support your kidneys, lean down looking forward. Now you breathe out. You lower your hands, press, breathe in, and then breathe out. Knees bent, coming up. Okay. Breathe in. Okay, this is opening the chest. You come in, activate the kidneys. Now when you do these, when you're leaning forward with your head up, that's stretching your hamstrings. And then as you breathe out, now you're stretching all the way down the back of your legs. Breathe in, breathe out. As you come up, you're trying to separate each vertebrae so that fluid can get in there. So it's doing a lot of things. So breathe in, scrub, support, lean forward, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. We'll do 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One last time. Breathe in, open your chest. Scrub your ribs, support your kidneys. Stretch your hamstrings. Breathe out, activate your meridians. Stretch the back of your legs. Breathe in, keep stretching, opening things up. Breathe out. Activate the meridians on the inside of your legs. Open up your spine. So that's just typical of one of these movements. It's like there's one movement, but actually it's doing a lot of things to your body. So that's, gather the sun and press the earth. Okay, we're halfway through. So the next 3 all have to do with your building up your lower body. We're just going to do the horse stance. For those who haven't done it before, your feet should be about 2 shoulder widths apart. Your feet are pointing forward. We're just going to practice that. So right now your hands come up. So you breathe in, and then as you breathe out, you're going to sink down. You want to keep your back against the wall if you were up, as if you were up against the wall, and your knees shouldn't go past your toes. So that kind of determines how low you can go. So breathe in, breathe out. You're sinking down. Breathe in. You want to make sure your shoulders stay back against the wall. So that's how you can practice this one. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. So this is building up your lower body strength, plus loosening up your ankles and your calves. Okay. So we're going to do the next one. Number 5 is pull bow to shoot an arrow. So you're going to come up, you come down, your hands are in front. This hand like stays by your mouth. It's called the kiss. And this hand goes out as if you're shooting an arrow. You're actually trying to expand your body this way. So your elbows pressing against that wall, the other hand's going forward. Okay, so you're opening all this up. And your arms also should be in a straight line, so you don't want to see this. Okay. And then as you sink down, you can of course go even lower if you want. This is building up your lower body, and then you release. So we're going to go breathe in. You're going to come down. You're going to turn, stretch, and then release. So breathe in, breathe out, turn, breathe in, pull the bow, breathe out, release the arrow, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. You want to drop straight down, turn, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. All right. I know you want to do the traditional 108 of those, but we're going to go on to the next one. So the next one is also you're using your lower body. You're in a horse stance, but it's called cat gazes at the moon. So what we're going to do is we're in a horse stance. We're going to go down in our horse stance, but this time we've got our hands on our just above our ankles, and we're going to do it like a cat raising its back, and then we're going to look up, and the cat back into the cat stance, and then we're going to gaze at the moon over one shoulder, come back, cat stance, and then we're going to gaze at the moon at the other shoulder. So you want to, when you're doing this, you want to drop that shoulder and put the other shoulder up, so we're kind of twisting our spine but in a straight line so that we don't hurt it. So here we go. So breathe in, breathe out, look up. So breathe in, breathe out, look at the moon on one side, come to the center, breathe in, can the cat back, breathe out, look at the other side, back to the center, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, look at the moon, breathe in, look forward, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to do one more set. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so you're doing that by yourself and you're just starting. You can just do like 3 sets as you might feel. It gets into your lower body. These three movements are getting into your lower body. So that's cat gazes at the moon. Okay, the next one is king rides horse with fiery eyes, but the fiery eyes refers to you, the king. You want to learn to focus. So what we're going to do to start with is you're going to make your hands in a fist. They'll be on top of each other. You're going to turn them over. You're going to pull one back. You're going to put the hands over, turn them over, pull the other one back. Okay, so we'll just do that a few times. Okay, over, back. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, but of course it can't be that easy, so you come in, and when you turn over, you're going to sink down into our horse position. Then you come back up, turn your hands over, and sink down. So you're going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, and now we'll add the fiery eyes. So you can like look at your top knuckle and you're like trying to really focus on that as you come up. You're trying to learn to focus your attention on something. So we're going to breathe in, you come up, turn over, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So you see you're building up your lower body strength and your ankles, because in all of these you're pretty much like going up and down. So this is number 7. King rides horse with fiery eyes. One more time, come up, come over, there, okay. So the final one, number 8, is King shakes his body. It's kind of very similar to the shake the 9 gates. So you're just coming up on lifting your heels off, and then you're dropping down. Yeah, so what you're trying to do is you're trying to send a shock wave through your body. And this is the same as shake the 9 gates. You're trying to break up the adhesions in your body. So you're lifting your rib cage off your organs. So when you drop down, there's a shock wave, breaks up. When you're just sitting too long, your organs start sticking together. You can't get really good flow of fluids through your body. So we'll just do these a few more times. Come up, drop down, come up, drop down, and come up, drop down, and one more time, drop down. So that's number 8, King shakes his body. So, so that's the 8 brocades. When you practice by yourself, you should probably do 3, 5, 8, 9 times the set each one. And that pretty much goes through the various different parts of your body. It's opening up. It's supposed to be mostly for health, because you're opening up your organs, getting fluids and energy to flow through your body. All right, and then the final thing we do in the class, for those who haven't been here, is usually in the last 5 minutes we do a Daoist meditation. So the way we do that is your feet are about shoulder width apart. Your feet are grabbing the floor, so it's almost like you slightly have a slight arch, because your toes and your weight's in your heels, but your toes are grabbing the floor too. Your knees are soft. Your pelvis, you want to slightly roll it forward so you don't have an arch in your lower back. Shoulders up and then drop back. You kind of, you want your chest and shoulders to be open, but you don't want to be tensing your shoulders. You have ping pong balls under your arms, so your arms are not against your body. You feel like your neck's somewhat straightened, so your neck and spine are in the same line. It's called, it's like a string of pearls. Your eyes are can be slightly opened. You're supposed to be looking at a beautiful nature scene because Taoists are part of nature, but you're not focused on anything, so you have like unfocused eyes. Okay, and you breathe in. When you breathe in, you're going to breathe in with your abdomen and then breathe out. We'll just do 3 of those. So you're breathing with your lower abdomen. Breathe out. Push your navel in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so now you also have hand position. So every season has a different one. We're in summer now, that's fire. Your fire organ is your heart, as you might have guessed. So your hands are over your heart. You're breathing in, and then you breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, now when you breathe in, your tongue raises and it touches just behind your teeth. And then when you breathe out, it drops down. Breathe in. There's an energy circuit, and you need it to connect at the beginning. And then you breathe out, you can drop your tongue because then the energy is coming down the front of your body. So you breathe in, touch the energy point. The energy comes up to the top of your head, over into your mouth, and then you breathe out. It runs down the front of your body. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Visualization is part of Daoist meditation. So you want to visualize the energy flowing up the body over your forehead into your tongue, and then you breathe out. Your tongue drops down, and it goes through over your heart, down the center of your body to your navel, to your dantian. So then you breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Do the visualization. This is an important part of meditation. You do directed thinking. Otherwise, you have a monkey mind. You're slowly taming your monkey mind, tying it to a tree. Breathe out. So you have to learn to have directed thought. So this is like the first step. So breathe in. Breathe out. And the last thing we'll add today is when you're meditating, you want to have like a Buddha smile on your face that releases endorphins into your brain to help you. So you want to have your edges of your mouth pulled toward your ears. So slight smile. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to slowly lower our hands and bring our feet together. And just like when we started, we're going to pull down the heavens. So we're going to reach up, get energy from the heaven, all the energy built up, and push it down to our abdomen. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, and then positive affirmation for what we've done for ourselves. Oh,
Demonstrate horse position from the side.
on the side? Okay.
Yeah, because you're supposed to keep your back straight.
Yes, so what you don't want to do, so you're here, and it's like you're going down you're against the wall, so you don't want to do this. Most people do this, is they go down lower. So they think, wow, I'm really low. But you want to keep your back straight as you go down. So your feet are pointed forward, your back's against the wall, and your knees should only go to the tips of your toes. Okay, so you can go low as you get a little better at it. You can go lower and lower, even though you're staying pretty straight. You just don't want to do these things. So you're here, you're going down